Good morning. It's the 19th of November 2023. It's a Sunday, and we're currently parked at Hyderabad International in Tehran. We'll be flying the A310 with the Mahan Air deliveries to Baku in Azerbaijan. And the ICAO code from Hyderabad at our departure airport is Oscar India India India, and it's Mehrabad International at Tehran. And arrival airport is Uniform Bravo Bravo Bravo, and the name of the airport is Heydar Aliyev International at Baku in Azerbaijan. And we still have half an hour for the departure time. And if I just jump into the cockpit, the aircraft has been powered up, IRSs have been aligned, and this is the load sheet. Passengers 238, cargo 6.6 tons, fuel 12 tons, according to the Simri flight plan. Well, I'll just apply that, and we get a center of gravity of around, let me write that down, 24.8%, and trim is 1.3 up. Right. And cruise altitude will be 36,000 feet. Call sign is Mahan Air 172. And cost index is 60, which is high, but within range for the A310. The A310 usually has a larger cost index, a higher cost index. Okay, so cruise winds, if I just bring my Navigraph charts app, and view the SimBrief OFP. And yeah, by the way, this is a flight plan. We're here. Could not connect to this Simlink. Oh, I need to turn on Simlink. Okay, I'll just turn on Simlink and start the recording again. So, we are currently parked at ramp number 310, and our takeoff runway will be 29 left, and basically it's just a northbound route, and instead of landing straight in, we're going to go up because of the winds at the destination airport, and we're going to land at runway 16, which is over here. We're going to use the ILS approach for runway 16. So that's the flight plan very briefly. And if I look at the SID, it's PAX13 alpha. I basically need the charts. Yeah, here we go. So PAX13 alpha, PAXID 13 alpha, PAXID 3 alpha, sorry. So departing from runway 29 left, and we'll just turn left, intercept TRN 270 at radial 270. That's the VOR and DB. You won't need to do that if you have an FMC. You don't need to worry about that unless you're flying VOR to VOR in a slash alpha aircraft, and we climb to cleared flight level. So we're already at an elevation of 3,956 feet. That's the airfield or aerodrome elevation for Tehran, for Mehrabad International Tehran. And because we've been cleared to flight level, that means I can just dial in the cruise altitude on the mode control panel, or this, yeah. So that's basically the SID. And airport briefing, airport charts, if I can get them, yeah. It's not zooming in, yeah. Here we are, airport charts, 3646 meters. Actually, we're going to be using this 4035 meters. And we're basically going to taxi taxiway Alpha and then Bravo 1 to line up on runway 29 left. That's basically it. And heading, departure runway heading is 285 degrees, 285 degrees. Let me set that to 100. Actually, it won't turn on till I turn on these things over here. Yaw damper, auto, tracking system, pitch trim. Irises are aligned, so they'll turn on. Strobe light to auto. Logo lights can go off now that the sun has risen. It's dawn. And yeah, let's do the performance calculations. Runway length has to be entered in meters, so back to the airport chart. Uh, 29 left is 4,035 meters. It's not always accurate over here. I don't know why. Maybe there's a difference between the simulator or the scenery runway length and the runway length as depicted in the charts. Right. Calm winds. Let me see if I'm on live weather. Meteor. It's 350 at 4 knots. All right. QNH is 1018. QNH 1018. 350, 4 knots. 350, 4 knots. Backspace, 4 knots. Outside air temperature is 12, I guess. 1018. Gross weight, and we're going to be doing flats only takeoff, 15-0. Gross weight can be taken from here, or is it going to be the takeoff weight? 117.8. Gross weight is 117.8. Zero fuel weight is 105.8. And I'll just enter the gross weight. 117, although I'll be burning some fuel before we take off. 117.8. That's just the gross weight, that's not the takeoff weight. Right, and calculate. Alright, we've got 135, 135, 170. Alright. Back to the FMC. I had to do this before. Init B. 0 fuel weight 105.8. Block fuel is 12. And CG, center of gravity, was 24.8. Reserve fuel to the alternate is 5.2. So trip time, reserve, alternate, we'll keep this here. Right. Takeoff gross weight, is that the one? 117.4, not a large difference. Let me try again. If I do 117.4, does it make a large difference in the V speeds? If I move this up and calculate, same thing. So V speeds, we've got the V speeds, V1, VR, V2, and flex is 51 degrees Celsius. So let's enter that into the takeoff and approach page. V1, 135, V2, 135. And sorry, VR is 135, V2 will be 170. And just reselect 250. And coming down to the TRP 51. $51 degrees. Right. Time to turn on the APU. Left inner tank pump 2 on. APU master switch to on. Start switch on.
Parking brake set, lifting the aircraft.
What about traffic? Mahan Air 172 pushing back at parking stand 301.
We are cleared for start and push.
What about traffic?
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake.
All right, parking brake released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
All right, engine starter switch 1, fuel pumps are on. Waiting for N2 to get to 20%. There it is. Introduce flue. EGT rising, N1 rising, oil pressure rising. All right.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, we've done the pushback, and now flight controls checked. Just announcing the taxi. We have no ATC here. Mehrabad International, Mahan Air 172 will be taxiing to runway 29 and left via taxiway Alpha, Alpha 1, and Bravo, Bravo 1. Mahan Air, Mehrabad traffic. Right. Up we go. Taxi lights. Taxi. Release the parking brake. Oh yeah, slats down. And release the parking brake. Status. We go normal. Oops, you can't do both things at the same time. Status is normal, and I can go back to the NICAM. Now declare this thing very good. Let me check the takeoff configuration. Says normal. Very good. Takeoff configuration checked. Landing lights to on. Strobe lights to on. Continuous relight on. And yes, let me have a look at the meter. Right, 1019. And this one. Right. Transponder Vitara. Weather radar can be the system one. This is all cosmetic. And auto brake max. Terrain radar on. Everything else looks fine. No white lights. No white lights. Merhaba traffic, Mahaner 172, lining up on runway 29er left. Merhaba traffic. All right, there we go. Let me slow down. Not a good lineup. Thrust slightly. Need to line up properly. There we go. Stop here. Turn on the chrono. Takeoff lights. Takeoff clearance received. And we can now depart. Brakes, brake pressure, 40% N1. Merhaba traffic, Mahaner 172 departing runway 29er left. Merhaba traffic, 40% N1. That's fine. Release the brakes and go there. Heading SRS. Airspeed live, 80 knots, release the pressure of the yoke. V1 coming up. V1 rotate. Up to the flight director. That was all very sudden. 12 degrees pitch. 12.5. Gear up. Up to the flight directors. Command A. Speed reached, so we can practice paths. Very soon we'll be reaching the Caspian Sea. Now for the star, which is MOSUM 3 Echo. MOSUM 3 Echo, and basically coming in from MOSUM, flight level between flight level 160 and flight level 140. Okay, and then we have Bravo 104. We have to be above 11,000 feet. And then there's this fixed Bravo 515. Okay, so the vectors directed units. Expect vectors directed units. That can also happen if you have ATC. Otherwise, you just go around to units above 2,000 feet. Right. Any other information? Airport elevation 10. I'll just put that in. Transition level 110. RNAV 1 approval required. Otherwise ATC, actual descent plans will be issued by ATC, radar vectoring is approved for sequencing and could also be requested by pilot command. Holding over BB104. That's for the, I guess for the missed approach. No, it's over here. And MOSUM 3 Alpha, flight level 160, 140, 110, and then 2000. Right. I guess if we're in profile mode, I don't need to manually enter these flight levels to meet the restrictions. As long as we descend in profile mode, I can just simply, I hope I can just simply dial in 2,000 feet here and click on profile to descend. Now for the, where is my approach chart? ILS runway 16. Identifier is IBI, India Bravo India. The frequency is 109.5. Let me write that down on a paper because I usually write my stuff on the paper also. IBI. Approach course, final approach course is 161. Approach course is 161. 161. DA is 204 feet. That can be put in the MDA feet, although the A320 you have DA and MDA separate. MDA is supposed to be, I think, for the non-precision approach. Then decision height is 200 feet. Altitude and height difference, well, this can be taken from the radar altimeter, and this is from the barometric altimeter. Right, missed approach, climb to 161 to 2000 to DME 4.1 Baku, at Baku VOR, does Baku VOR. Turn left, proceed to Bravo Bravo 104, climbing to 4,000 feet. So missed approach altitude should be set to 4,000 feet. Transition altitude is 9,000. Just remember that. And yeah, capture the glide slope. We should be around at 2,000 feet. And yeah, good. So that's the approach, descent, and approach briefing done. No. Send mode. Right, so I'm going to keep the landing brakes low and the normal runway length. We only need auto brakes at low. We'll be making landfall soon and going around for under 1.6. Right, and what does the METAR say? I go here, update the METAR, 8 knots from 160. Not bad. And have we met this restriction? No. We're too fast, too high. Should be at 11,000 feet. Should be at 11,000 feet. It's not very good at meeting restrictions. Oh yeah, we should be above 11,000 feet, not at 11,000 feet. That's fine, that's fine. It's not that bad. Oh, okay. That must be Baku below us. Okay, so after this point, my NVIDIA Shadowplay stopped recording. So I had to exit and restart my computer, and fortunately I had saved a replay, and whatever you'll see from now on will be from that replay, the recordings that I did from the replay. So no more cockpit views or anything. So that's it.